Hey guys, this video is going to be about how to mold short hair when you're at home. I get so many clients and just people in general asking me how they could manage their shortcut at home, or what if their shortcut messes up and they don't have time to come to the salon. What should they do? Well, when I'm at home and I'm in a situation where I have somewhere to go, or I have a little bit of time on my hands and I really just don't feel like going into the salon to get my hair done, I mold it from home. So, like I said, this tutorial is going to show you the basics on how to mold your hair when you're home. And this applies to anyone who has a pixie cut. As you can see, my hair has grown out a little bit on the sides. Leading up to this, I relaxed my sides and I colored the top of my hair. If you can kind of see that red that I have there. So now I'm going to go to the phase of molding it. So this is where we are. So your hair will already be shampooed and conditioned. And then at this point, I use the Paul Mitchell, the conditioner, deep conditioning, moisturizing leave-in treatment. And I only use about a pea size, maybe a little bit more. You don't need a lot because your hair is short. And you want to just make sure you distribute that all over the hair, along your sides. Even though your hair is short, it doesn't matter. You still have to, you know, do some type of moisturizing or leave-in treatment, especially for people like myself who have these vibrant colors in the front. You want to make sure that you always put a leave-in treatment on that before you do anything else. So now that we have put in the leave-in treatment, I use Nairobi, probably because I'm a hairstylist, but you can use whatever foam you want to use to do this. And the way I do it is I normally put it in my hand. People like to go in and put it on the actual hair, and they don't know that you actually use a lot more foam when you do it that way. So what I do is I usually just squeeze it into my hand, and I only start with a little bit, about that much, and then I will put it in the long hair first, because when you put it on the long hair and you go around to the short hair, you already have more than enough. So what I do is I start, you're going to mold your hair the way you want it styled. And let me say that from the beginning. You are going to mold your hair the way you want it styled. For me, my style always goes forward, whether it flips out or under. So I'm going to mold my long area in my crown. I'm going to mold it forward. If you are one who does not wear your hair like that and you like to go to the side, then of course you're going to mold it to the side. So I'm going to start from the crown of my head, or the middle, and I'm going to mold my hair forward. And you want to make sure that you are doing it in a very smooth, you want to make sure your mold is smooth. So if you need a relaxer really, really bad, you're going to use a little more foam than me, who already has a relaxer or a fresh relaxer. So I'm going to start from here, and I'm going to mold my hair forward. And then I will also go down on the sides. Now you see I have not used any more foam, and I have more than enough foam to mold my entire head once I used it in my hand. If I had did it where I squeezed it on my head, I would have foam everywhere, foam on my face, on my back. That is exactly why I say to put it in your hand and mold. So now that I've done the front, and I know that my front is in the direction that I want it to go, my long area in my crown, I kind of just swoop to the side, because that is technically how I'm going to wear it anyway. And then over here, if you are one of those who wants to do the little wave, you know, you can do your little wave. Me personally, in this particular style, I'm not going to do my wave, so I'm going to bring my sides forward. And then in the back, I do need a little more foam. So in this case, I put this much in my hand, because that's actually too much for the back. But you want to make sure that your hair is slick so that your comb glides straight through. If you're trying to do this to go through your hair, you don't have enough foam on your hair. So I'm going to do one more squirt, because I want some more at the bottom to make sure the bottom lays. And I'm going to go in a down motion. Some people go down and around. In my particular case, it doesn't matter. You can go either way, and I'll show you the down and around. Let me turn around so you can see what I mean. When I say down and around, you come from here, and I'm going in this motion. That's the down and around. Or you can go straight down, which is how I typically like to do mine. I don't like the down and around unless it's being curled that way. So for a home mold, I'm just going straight down. You see the mold only took me not even 2 or 3 minutes, and that's because I'm actually doing a tutorial. Normally this mold will take me maybe a minute, the max. But in this particular case, you know, I just wanted to show you guys how you can mold your hair from home. And everything's laid down now. So the last step that I typically use, you want to invest in, we call them hair wraps. They are not sanic strips. Sanic strips are the strips that barbers use, and they're very thin. These are thick and pliable. So I normally take the black ones. That's how you know they're not sanic strips, because they're a different color. You take the black ones and you start from the bottom, and you see I have tension in it, but I don't have enough tension that it will break. And I go all the way around, lay it on one side, and I use the other side, and I do the same thing. Now my hair is slick enough that one strip will hold, but you want to make sure that your hair is laying on all areas. So I use 2 to 3 strips, and then I actually let my hair air dry when I'm at home, because it only takes about an hour. So I do this like on a Saturday morning, well, not even Saturday because I'm busy Saturdays. Sunday morning if I'm not going to church, or Monday. The next strip, you're going to come up right above or right at the end of the first strip, and you're going to do the same thing. Lay it down, and then come back across with this one. If you notice, I haven't put any type of extra foam or any glue or anything else on top of this, because my hair is slick and I'm laying the strips on wet hair. So that's why I'm able to do it that way. Now at this point, you don't have to use a third one. I use the third one just to secure these two, because once your hair starts to dry, the strips will fall. So I take a third strip and I just come around the front and I tie it on my forehead, not on the hair. And the reason why I tie it right at the tip of my forehead is because I don't want that indentation in my crown, in my hair, because at that point now I'm going to have to try to smooth that out. And if I want to wear my actual foam wrap or my wrap or whatever you guys call it, then at that point, if I have that indentation in there, I can't wear it like that. So when I do it this way, I'm able to actually let it dry and wear it with it just laid down and not curled, and still rock it in a certain way. So that is exactly how you mold your hair. For you short hair fiends at home, you cut life people, everybody, that's how you mold your hair at home. If you don't have time to go to the salon, if you don't, or maybe you messed up your hair. Like I mess up my hair every 2 days, and I'm a hairstylist. So I know clients, you might have trouble at home. So of course this will help you out a lot. And of course, if this video was of any value to you, please give me a thumbs up down below, and also hit the subscribe button. And of course, there will be a lot more tutorials coming. I try to do tutorials on things that I know we always have issues with at home, even though I'm a hairstylist. So this is more for you clients, because we want you to take care of your hair at home, because if you come to us with a jacked up head, it's not nice. So we want you to be able to do the maintenance at home too. So I will talk to you guys soon. Stay tuned, or should I say subscribe for the next video. Bye.